We'll figure something out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sock Talks with Sean and Joy today. Welcome to December. Hard to believe it's the last month of the year, but it's also a wonderful month of the year. Of course, we all celebrate in different ways here for Christmas and Hanukkah and everything, but it's also a very festive time for a lot of people. Yeah, it's kind of like everybody, it gives everybody an opportunity to feel even better about what they give. And I know, Sean, when you and I were talking at the very beginning, it was like, why can't we feel this all the time? What is a giving heart? What is a servant heart? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? What does it mean to anybody? And that feeling that we have,
Is that a question?
yeah, okay, we're done now.
Well, and I've always said, I wear this not just in December. It's like, like why can't we have this kind of feeling, this special feeling for most of us? Some I think dread this time of season, unfortunately, but why can't we carry this Christmas spirit or whatever you want to call it year round? And maybe it's just human nature that we just can't. We're just not built that way sometimes. And then that goes into the giving portion. And Joy and I were talking, and she says before it wasn't you. This wasn't recorded. She needs it recording when we're talking about what we want to talk about. It's every we you need to have that right, that servant heart. And I was telling a story. There's a gentleman in my BNI group who has a roofing company that is a giver. I mean, very successful in a short period of time with his, but he's got a giving heart. Was he like that when he just started his company? And the answer is probably yes. You can't be one of those, well, once I make my millions, that's when I'm going to give. Or look at people that you think are successful. Well, of course they can give because look what they have. And that's
Mhm.
just, I don't, that's not the giving heart. I mean, and you hear it all the time that people with the least amount of stuff or means are usually the ones that are the biggest givers.
Yeah, you're
And so I think it's just, and not everybody's like that. I
mhm.
mean, there's selfish people in the world. We just have to be realistic about that. And you know what? There's people. I get all these people like millionaires and billionaires. Like that's a bad thing. And oh, I would solve world hunger, and I would solve. You know what? A lot of times they don't tell you the good things they're doing. They don't want that publicity.
Mhm.
They just go about giving
Right.
and making a huge difference, but they don't. They're not out there. Look at me! Look at me! Because
Yeah.
that to some takes away from it.
Yeah, exactly. That's just like when you have people, and we had Giving Tuesday this week. It's
Yep.
funny we're talking about this, because
And
Giving
I didn't
Tuesday,
get a thing.
I you didn't even get a caramel, Sean. Oh my gosh, they're probably stuck in the mail somewhere.
That's
Um,
some attitude. Well, I didn't get anything.
but you
It's
think
Giving
about these
Tuesday.
people. Whenever that a lot of people put on Facebook different organizations that they're very passionate about, and put something out there for Giving Tuesday. And then you always have a choice. Do you want to stay anonymous, or do you want your name
Right.
broadcast? It's like, you know, think about that for a minute. I mean, where do you want to be in that scenario that you're giving? Are you giving because you want people to see you gave, or are you giving because that's where you want to go?
Oh,
That's what you want to do. And I almost always press the anonymous because it's just, that's okay. I don't care. I did one time, this is really funny, on the Giving Tuesday, in one of the organizations, which I actually was a founder of, Angela's Angels, where we supply prom wear
okay.
for girls that cannot afford the thousands of dollars you pay sometimes to go to prom. And so I was a part of that. But one year I had decided I was just going to donate a certain amount of money. And I literally put it in an envelope and I put it in their mailbox. I mean, I just, to this day, they don't even know where that money came from,
Nice. Well, they do now.
because yeah, they don't even know now, but I was good. I felt good about it because
Right.
it wasn't about who it came from. It was just about the fact that you were able to do something to help.
Right.
And you hit on something with very interesting, because tomorrow actually I one of my organizations, I help ring the Salvation Army bell. And it always amazed me. I've two different organizations I do it, but this one town is kind of a pretty affluent town. And it always amazed me. The people that came in and out of that store dressed like they had money were the ones that gave less.
Yeah.
it was the people that look like they may have needed some of that money. They're the ones that gave more.
Yeah.
And it was so obvious. And it was just like, wow, where's the heart? Where's the servant heart? You
Yeah,
know,
there's, you hear people giving pushback on, you're videotaping, giving people money to homeless or doing this for homeless, and that, it's more about you. But, I think you can tell. I don't know there's a young man that, see, I think it's TikTok that he does videos, and he'll, walk up to somebody and, hey, how you doing today? And we'll leave cash, and they're just shocked, and he
mhm.
hugs him and I love you. And you can tell it's genuine.
Yes, yes,
And
that's another thing. Yeah,
and maybe he's doing it just to get someone else to do it. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
just, you never know. And you don't want to put somebody that's, downtrodden and homeless on the spot on the street. Um, but it's yeah, it's just, give what you can when you can, wherever you're at financially,
yeah,
as you, and again, if, it's just, there's the old adage, if you're good, money makes you better. If you're an ass, money makes you bigger an ass. So it's the same with giving. I mean, if you got a giving heart when you're first starting out and you're struggling, and then you become successful, that just, it just expands itself.
yeah.
What you appreciate. So,
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And like you said, you can tell the people that they're doing it for fame or they're doing it
right,
because this is the
right.
way they are, no
It's funny
matter
how we
what.
can figure that out, just like through the cards. You know somebody's true intention. It's funny as humans we can figure that out, regardless of what it is. So,
I
uh,
know, I know.
do it
Yeah,
for the right
exactly,
reasons, and
exactly. That's
whether
why
you want
the
credit or not.
unlimited, yeah, the unlimited packages that we have are so if to be utilized the way intended to be utilized.
Yes.
It's everything comes from your heart. From the
Yeah.
moment you pull that card out, and from the moment you just said, put that message on there, it's coming from the heart, and
Yeah.
people are going to be able to see that.
Absolutely.
If you're doing it just, if you're not doing it for the right reasons, people are going to read between the lines on that.
They
You
know.
know, I
They.
mean, yeah, they do, they
Or I
do.
should say, we know. We all know.
Yeah, we all know, it is
You
when
might
it's
get it over on one or two people, but most of us know what people's true intentions are. So we can say, we're energy beings. I think we can sense that stuff. So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think some of the biggest compliments that you can get, especially with those of us do what we do here is send out cards, is for somebody to tell you, come up to you and just tell you like, you know what, you walk in the room and you brighten the room, or your message every time is a message that's heartfelt.
Yeah.
And that's why, like you said at the beginning, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you treat it right and you give, on the money side, or you give of your time or efforts or whatever thing, you're going to do that no matter where you are in life,
Yeah.
whether you have a
Absolutely.
lot, whether you don't have a lot, I mean, it's all in your heart. So, you know,
All right.
so
That's
in
our
this
giving
giving
message for
week, in
today.
this giving season, think about that.
Yep.
And when you're wide awake in the middle of the night, send a card over that.
Or make your list, but write it down because you'll never remember it in the morning.
I know, I know. It was funny. I actually presented my BNI this week, and we're in a location where the internet is good. We have big screens and a whole nine
Oh,
yards.
nice.
So I was able to, like, literally in my 7 minute of fame, I hooked up my computer, and I went right to Facebook, prayed I could find a photo right away. It's kind of like I wanted this to go fast and everything to go fast. And at 7 minute times, I was able to show them how to do a heartfelt card, how to do a campaign, how to do a multi-touch campaign. And I even pulled up my phone and showed them from the phone.
That-
I mean, it was all done in like that period of quick time. And I had several people come up to me afterwards, realizing I didn't realize it was that easy. But when I was talking about the phone, it was kind of like I lay in bed in the morning and send out my cards.
Right.
I'm in a long street light. I can send a card. Be careful, you watch the street lights,
Right.
stuff like that. So all these different things. So it's your mindset. You're in that mindset, and people come to you and you're able to acknowledge them, and you know
Make your world a
Yeah.
better place.
We're probably talking to the choir to many
Right.
of you out there.
But share the
But
message. We need more. We need millions out
we
there.
need more. We
So,
need people doing what we're doing,
yeah, absolutely.
right?
Yep.
Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
Sean, have a
Have a
great
lovely.
week.
Yep.
Go
Have a
get
good
'em.
weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.